Hi, my name is Agata. Welcome in Agata's Cottage. It's time for my Friday sews video. As you know, #Friday sews was started by Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room. I love watching Friday sews videos, they are one of my favorites. I haven't done my Friday sews last week, I actually didn't have the chance. As you know, it's summertime in Ireland, there is a school break and life is just hectic. However, I decided to come over today and share with you a few makes and few little things I recently got. What I'm wearing today. Because it's so bad weather, I decided to layer up. We have relatively cold days and even colder nights. Even though it's July, we should have some decent weather, but it's cold, miserable, and yeah, it's just blah. I normally don't mind rain, but it would be nice to see sunshine. Anyway, what I'm wearing is underneath is a top. It's one of my home tops. Um, so its pattern is from October magazine and fabric is from Poland. It's just cotton jersey. It has little flatter sleeve. It's washed off a bit because I've been wearing it a lot over last few years since I made it, but it's good for home. And I layered it up with the Harper cardigan I made last winter for collaboration with Tiffany from Hosier Handmade. So I didn't like the Harper cardigan initially. It was a bit oversized and it was just blah. However, with time and few wears, it kind of maybe not shrink that much. In fairness, I did gain a bit weight, so it's filled up a little bit. It's still a little bit big on the shoulder, but it's cozy and it's comfortable. So I'm planning to make another one, just do the narrow shoulder adjustment and just use it as a kind of house coat, something to throw on that's not bathrobe, because for last few days, believe me, I've been reaching for a bathrobe, and actually my winter bathrobe more and more. So let's talk what I made. First I made set for Alice, so another workout set for her physio. It's just shorts and vest. It's comfy, she likes it. I use one of the remnants of jersey I had in my stash, so I'm glad it's jersey is gone from my remnant pile. For the vest, I used pattern from Waves and Wild. It's their free vest pattern for kids. For leggings, I just shortened the leggings by Love Notions. It's also free pattern. It's our go-to pattern for leggings at the moment. She says they are very comfortable. The next thing I made is here on Ruby is my hack of Rhapsody blouse. So I made it last week. I actually finished it on Friday and I absolutely love it. So I will start first with fabric because fabric got a lot of compliments. So fabric is cotton dobby voile from Dries and Stoffen. I bought it a few months ago, actually a few weeks ago, and it's very soft. I was surprised that it's as soft because other cotton dobbies that I have in my stash aren't as nice when you touch them. So I decided to participate in Hackathon, the sewing challenge organized by Chris from Unsocial, and week one was for hacking tops, blouses, etc. So that was my go-to. What I changed. So I used Love Notions Rhapsody, size XL. My full bust is 44 inches. My high bust is 39.5. So I used the full bust front piece. Instead of doing ties at the front, I decided to do little facing. You can see it a little bit, but when you wear it, it's not really that visible as it is on mannequin. So I did a facing, and I decided to just attach the bias tape all around instead of doing ties. I don't really like ties here anymore, they just bother me. I liked this and it gave it a modern look. Instead of doing gathers on the shoulders, because I don't like doing gathers, I really don't like gathering, I decided to do a pleat. So basically I measure where the center of the pattern piece is on both the shoulder yoke, and the front, and I just basically pin the middle, attach the side, pin the sides, and then whatever was left, I created a pleat. So I did it for both sides. I did small pleat for the shoulder here instead of doing gathers, and the biggest change I did was with the sleeves. So I used the sleeves by the bell sleeve option. I lengthened it by, I think, 2 centimeters, and then I decided to do a split. Actually, I'm gonna show you. So I did a split here. So instead of doing French seam on the inside of the sleeve, I just overlocked the edges and I just sewed the straight stitch, and I did little stitch across, and I think it's 5 centimeters, so 2 inches from the edge. I did gathers on the sleeve, although not without cursing myself, and I added bias tape just to finish it off so I can tie them. I can wear them over my elbows, you know, because the opening is big enough, or I can let them just fall down to my wrist. I like it either way. I did straight hem on the bottom, so Rhapsody has this curved hem. I decided to cut it off because I will wear it tucked in, so I prefer straight hem on the bottom. And I absolutely love this dress. I posted picture last Saturday on Instagram, and I think on Sunday in Love Notions group. I got a lot of positive feedback about this blouse. I wore it to my friend's house on Saturday. I got a lot of compliments as well, but about that in a minute. And I just love it. It's very comfy. It's perfect for very undecided weather we have, because when it's cool enough with the sleeves down, it keeps me relatively covered, and it doesn't make me freeze. But when it's warm enough, it's such a lightweight fabric, it lets my skin breathe, and I can always pull the sleeves up. My last make I made during sewing afternoon and evening with my dear friend Amanda. She invited me to come over to her house for the sewing afternoon. We had such an amazing time. Her house is stunning. Her sewing room is a dream come true, and we had fabulous time. So we decided we will work on same project, and because she never made the dress for little girl, I told her, okay, we can do one together, so you will get a little bit more acquainted with all the steps, etc. So we use pattern by Alisa from Thoughtful Creativity, and it's gorgeous pattern from last year. And there are instructions, and there's a whole video tutorial about how to make this dress, but it's nice when you make it with someone else. So we have been sewing on and off for most of the afternoon and late till evening. We had some nice food. We played with her animals. Amanda is fabulous. She showed me her stuff. She showed me her patina blouse she's working on. I do hope she will share it on Instagram because it's fantastic. Actually, because of her, I bought patina blouse pattern because I saw it and it's just beautiful. I have to try it. Like, I know multiple people made it, and there's so many beautiful versions, but it's different when you actually see something made in real life. So I bought the patina blouse pattern. I will make it soon enough, but anyway, we were making those dresses, so we made 2 identical dresses. I will put the picture above. The only difference was the decorative stitches we were using. So we were using various decorating stitches on the pockets, on the front panels, just for fun. I cut out the pattern pieces ahead of time and took it to her, so we don't have to waste time on cutting, and you know, we can just enjoy sewing. And I think the dresses turned out adorable. We had little helpers helping us. So Amanda has gorgeous doggy called Lulu. She was just hilarious. She was guarding pattern pieces with her one of her toys, and it was just hilarious. I had such a fabulous time that I didn't notice, and it was 10 p.m. already, and I really had to go home. We had great time, and I hope we'll do it again. It was just, you know, when you need someone to talk with about sewing and stuff like that. I do have you guys, but it's a little bit different when you can talk and actually have actual conversation one by one, and turn out you both have very similar approach towards a lot of things. And her fabric stash is fantastic. I was in awe of a good few pieces, so we were bonding and laughing over this as well. So thank you, and Amanda, for inviting me to your home. I had great time. That's all things that I made. I'm currently working on a few things. First, what I'm working is actually Destash. I know, I said I will not Destash stuff, but because of the little color analysis Alice and I did, I realized that I still have fabrics in my stash that aren't really me. I like them. I bought them good few years ago, and I bought them thinking about either something for me or something for Alice. Alice decided she doesn't want them anymore, so I'm doing small destash. I will leave the link to the Facebook group I'm destashing my fabrics in case if you are interested. So I dig through my attic. I actually did big cleaning up of the attic yesterday, so today I'm in bits because our attic is not a typical attic. It's like a storage, because we have converted cottage, so it's just the storage on the side of the bathroom that you go through the very tiny door, almost like Alice in Wonderland, and it's for the whole length of the house, but it's very low. So majority of the time I spend with my knees bended, with my back bended, with my head bended, and basically slouching like that. So as I mentioned, I'm in bits, but it is what it is. It's all cleaned up, it's nicely sorted out. And I did discover 2 bags of remnants and scraps that I put there when I was tidying something up, and I meant to look at them, and it was since December and I still didn't look at them. So my plan for the weekend is to get all the scraps that I have, or at least in those 2 bags, and then I have one more bag in my sewing room, and I think I have 2 small boxes in the sitting room. So I want to dump everything, sort them out by type, by size, and decide what I want to do with them. The next project I'm working is quilt for Alice. Actually, it goes this way. So I have this panel. I got it a few years ago in white in Newbridge. So when I bought it, it was almost big enough size that with small border would be perfect for Alice. But since then Alice grew, you know, etc. So I decided I'm gonna make it slightly bigger. So I added a border of 15 centimeters around, black border, and I will add one smaller border of blue fabric for maybe 4-5 centimeters just as an accent, and then I will add on top and the bottom another black border just to make it long enough so she can use her on her bed as a kind of, you know, cover in case if it's very cold day or cold night and she wants to put something on top of her duvet. So that's my plan. We will see how it goes. Yeah, it's gonna be fun quilting it, but she loves it, so I'm not planning to make anything elaborate about the quilting. I'm just gonna go with straight lines and just, you know, take it easy. What else I'm working on? So another thing for Alice, she asked me if I could make her a t-shirt with the froggy fabric I used for a t-shirt for Chris. So I got 3 meters of that fabric. I have over 1.5 meters left, so I promise her I will make her short sleeve t-shirt for now and maybe something for winter in a longer version, but you know, the longer version can wait till later in the year. So for my works in progress, that's all, and I don't think that I will get anything else done over next few days. Chris is off today, it's Friday, so he and Alice went for a walk, so I have a chance to record. I want to finish with the destashing fabrics and sort them out, and then physio with Alice, and then tomorrow I will be dealing with the scrubs. Let me know if you are interested in me recording how I'm going about my fabric remnants, what I'm planning to do with them, how I'm sorting them out, etc. I also got few things last week. So I ordered another My Image and Be Trendy magazines. So pattern company is called Made by Oranges, and they do those magazines. The instructions are relatively spare, but they do have gorgeous patterns. They go up to size 52. Bust size it's up to 44.8 inch, and hip size is up to 50 inches. So it's not super size inclusive, but it's not bad either. Way better than the Burda magazine. And they do have lovely patterns, so you can actually see on the back here all the patterns that are included. So I got the My Images for adults, and I got their kids version, so Be Trendy for kids, and here are the kids patterns. So they go up to 176 centimeters, so I think it's 5.8 5'8", I think. But anyway, they do have good kids patterns, and Alice liked their patterns. On a spot, she picked 2 hoodies, a jumper, 2 pair of trousers, and a coat she wants me to make from this. So that's a good sign. Those patterns need to be traced, and they basically come all on one sheet, so it's a bit tricky, and they do not include seam allowance. But as I trace majority of my patterns, I don't mind it. So, you know, it's just additional fun. What else I got? I bought 2 patterns. So I bought this skirt pattern. It's very similar to McCall pattern I recently got, but it has this cool feature on the top of the skirt, and I just wanted to see how they make it. And I got this dress pattern, so it's a New Look 6145. Turn out I don't have a pattern like for a dress like that, and I have a border print that I really want to use, and it would be perfect for this type of dress. So it's on my to-do list probably for August. We will see. I was also kindly gifted 2 patterns by one of my sewing friends, Lorri, from Lorri Sews. So she's on Instagram. I will leave link to her profile down below. She's fabulous sewist. And last week she posted that she has some patterns that she doesn't want anymore, and if anyone is interested. So I was interested in those 2. So Simplicity 9264. I just love those designer lines on the top. Here's the back. It's like a faux raglan, but with kind of satin sleeve. So I really love the view A. I think it will look fabulous in like a cotton lawn. And I got this dress. I actually had my eye on this dress for a long time. Originally I wasn't convinced that it would be something for me, but recently I was looking on some photos on Instagram and I loved them, so I thought that's it basically. a sign when someone wants to give away the pattern you were intent to buy, then it's a sign you should get it. So I asked her for this pattern, and I already have a fabric in my mind for this dress. I also have few fabrics. So this fabric I bought from Destash. So it's baby cord. It's 1.6 meter, if I remember correctly. It has tiny bit of stretch, but it's more like a gift than proper stretch. So I got it from Destash, and I just love it. Alice saw it and she was like, "Oh, mommy," and I was like, "No, no, no! This time, mommy will be shellfish, and it's mine." So I want to make a shirt type dress, or maybe short bomber type of jacket. I have sew over it bomber jacket pattern, so I'm hoping I might be able to squeeze this out if I color block it with another corduroy. So you know, for maybe stuff like cuffs or things like that, but we will see. I just love it. It's fabulous, and I cannot wait to use it. I also had small delivery. It will be almost 2 weeks ago from Ecobee. So I mainly wanted to get a viscose. It's already folded in one of the boxes, so I'm gonna put the picture of it. It's viscose poplin, and I got 3.5 meters of it because I have dress in mind I want to make, and it requires 3.2 meters of fabric, and because it's directional print I wanted to be sure that I have enough, so I ordered 3.5 meters. And I got this French terry. It's just fabulous, isn't it? Originally I was telling myself, no, I'm not gonna get it, I'm not gonna get it, I'm gonna be a good girl. And then I saw Oscar's La Renta preview for spring summer 2025, and there was a lot of stained glass designs. I think it was the haute couture show, and then this pop out. So I had a idea for my version of haute couture. I'm gonna make myself a hoodie, just use the part of the print for kind of like a middle. So I will use the black for the rest, or maybe dark purple, I'm not sure, and I will just use one of the parts, so it looks kind of like basically, I think it will be from here up to whenever the mountains are starting again. So that will be kind of like a front panel. We will see how it goes. It's not something that I will do anytime soon, but I noticed that LV just had a little left in her shop, so I didn't want to miss out, and I know it was done as a part of pre-order, so it might be gone and it might not come back, so you know, I didn't want to risk it. I also got this print for my friend's son. So I got little dinosaurs a few weeks ago, and I also got this because he loves tractors, and I'm gonna make him jumper in this, ideally with the zipper, we will see. And I bought the, I think it's the green, I think it was apple green color, French terry from Ecobee as well, and I will use it as contrast color, so it would be fabulous. And I bought this, so that was the last remnant of this fabric she had. Surprisingly, the stripes are going, wait, yes, so the selvage edge is here, so the stripes are going this way, which is very unusual for stripes, but I love it even more because of that. So I'm just planning plain t-shirt, nothing really fancy, probably kimono tee, Kirsten kimono tee by Maria Denmark. Oh, except for fabrics from Ecobee, I also got some needles. I was running low on Universal 70, so I ordered 3 packets because I know that time for sewing dresses for Project Dress a Girl is coming, and I want to make sure I have enough of needles in case they go dull or I will break them. You know how it is. Okay, so what about life? So Alice has a school break, so life is busy. We go for trips, like we went to national stats when the weather is decent. When it's not, we just do normal things. So um, she's on a reading kick at the moment. I think she's on the 5th book this week. In fairness, they're book on Kindle, so they're like 200 pages or so, so they're not that big. But still, I need to remind her, you need to take breaks. It's not good for your eyes to read for 2 hours straight. And then I get a grumpy teenager, so you know how it is. So I think that's all for today. As I mentioned, life is just crazy busy, so I might not be here next week because Alice's birthday is next week, and I will be busy with all the related stuff. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, give it thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Oh, by the way, Alice and I will be recording our Q&A next week, so I will pop the question onto community tab. If you would like to add more questions, we would appreciate that. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely weekend, and don't forget, clean your sewing machine and change your needle. Happy sewing. Bye.